Hey pal! So after the great success of the last AI theater video, there were a ton of you asking to see the 2 bonus plays that didn't make it in.
A ton?
Yeah, a ton.
How many?
Go watch part 1 if you haven't, but just to quickly catch you all up, my friends and I used the AI ChatGPT to write original scripts for plays, and then performed them without reading the scripts beforehand.
Captain Luna was causing the disease!
Clutching at his head.
It was a ton of fun, and I hope you all enjoyed that video. But now, without further ado, I present to you AI Theater 2. Up next, I will be presenting my play, Celery, Mayhem in Rabbitopia. Rabbitopia Cafe. Day. Jackal, Barney, and Sylvia are sitting at the table, chatting over a plate of celery.
You guys hear about Gumbo?
Yeah, I heard she's planning on running the celery bank.
That can't be true.
I'm afraid it is. My cousin works at the bank, and she told me all about it.
That no good badger! How could he do something like that?
We have to do something to stop him.
The 3 rabbits look at each other, determination in their eyes. Oh yeah, you guys are rabbits, by the way, if you didn't catch on. We see Jackal, Barney, and Sylvia huddled together at the corner of the celery bank, looking on in horror as Gumbo, a mean badger, makes off with armfuls of celery.
We can't let him get away with this.
We gotta do something!
We'll call the handcuff him.
The 3 rabbits huddled together, whispering and coming up with a plan. Gumbo is overseeing the construction of his new mansion, made entirely of celery.
This mansion is gonna be the envy of all of Beverly Hills!
Suddenly, Jackal, Barney, and Sylvia appear, armed with carrot guns.
You're not gonna get away with this, Gumbo.
Oh, I already have. You rabbits are no match for me!
They shoot their carrot guns, causing Gumbo and his henchmen to flee. As they're making an escape, though, Gumbo grabs a carrot gun and fires it at Barney, hitting him in the chest.
Oh! Jackal, I love you.
I love you too, Barney.
The rabbits triumphantly return the stolen celery to the bank, with Barney's lifeless body in tow.
Thank you so much for your bravery. Rabbitopia owes you a debt of gratitude.
It wasn't love, or it wasn't bravery. It was love. Love for Barney.
He sacrificed himself for the celery and for Rabbitopia.
The rabbits stand in solemn silence, honoring their fallen friend. In celebration, the citizens of Rabbitopia throw a citywide dance party with Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO blaring through the speakers. Party rock is in the house tonight.
I can't believe we did it.
We couldn't have done it without Barney.
I know! I miss him so much!
I know, but he's here with us in spirit. Let's dance and celebrate.
The rabbits dance and celebrate together, grateful for their friendship and their successful mission, with Barney in their hearts. And now, you might have noticed that is each of our playwrights / directors. But we actually have a, say the thing, Oates Jenkins.
Bonus play.
Living room. Day. A computer on a desk. A TV mounted on the wall. And a couch covered in throws and pillows. The only thing out of place is a small, sleek machine in the corner, humming with power. The door bursts open and Joe, a man in his mid-30s, runs into the room, panting and wild-eyed.
I have to fix this! I have to save it!
He rushes to the machine and begins flipping switches and typing frantically on the keyboard. Suddenly, the room is filled with a bright, pulsing light. When it fades, Joe's brother Jack stands in front of him.
What? It's your line.
Oh, it's still me?
Yeah.
Joe, what the f is going on?
I'm so sorry, I tried to save you, but I caused a time paradox.
What are you talking about? Save me from what?
You died, Jack, in a car accident 10 years ago.
That can't be. I remember the accident, but I survived.
I know, but I traveled back in time to prevent it. I thought I could change the past, but I was wrong.
No, this can't be happening.
I'm so sorry, Jack. I wish I could change things, but it's too late.
Can't believe it. It's just a memory.
You'll always be a part of me, Jack. I'll always remember you. Oh, I'll never forget you.
I love you, Joe.
I love you too, Jack.
Jack disappears in a swirl of light. And Joe is left alone in the room, weeping. Mental institution. Day. Joe, now in his late 40s, sits on a cot in a sterile white room. He looks tired and defeated. A doctor enters and approaches him.
Hey Joe, how have you been feeling today?
Same as always.
Your delusions about your brother are becoming less frequent.
Delusions? What are you talking about? Jack was real. He was my brother. I saw him. I talked to him.
I know it feels real to you, Joe, but the truth is Jack never existed. He was a figment of your imagination, created by your grief and guilt after your brother's death. You've been in a coma for the past 10 years. Ever since the car accident that killed your brother, your mind created a time travel, and the paradox is a way to cope with the trauma.
A coma? All this time?
Joe bursts out of the room, fueled by a mixture of grief, anger, and confusion. He takes out his frustration on the doctors and other staff members, lashing out at anyone who tries to stop him.
Don't stop me!
As he rampages through the halls, he catches a glimpse of someone in the distance who looks familiar. His brother Jack. Joe's heart leaps with hope as he races toward him, determined to save him this time. But as he gets closer, he realizes that Jack is just an hallucination. A projection of his own shattered mind. In the frenzy, Joe doesn't realize he's armed with a sharp object.
Sharp object. Wait.
As he lunges at the illusion of his brother, he inadvertently stabs and kills a staff member who was trying to intervene. The room goes silent as the reality of what Joe has done sinks in. He stares at the body in horror, realizing that he's made things even worse than before. Prison. Day. Joe sits on his cot in a small, grim cell, his mind heavy with guilt and despair. Suddenly, the door to his cell swings open, and Jack stands before him, looking just as he did the time Joe saw him.
Jack, is it really you?
Yes, it's me. I've come to save you, brother.
How is this possible? You're just a figment of my imagination. An hallucination.
No, Joe, I'm real. I'm a time traveler just like you. And I've come to set things right.
I don't understand. How can you be here?
It's a long story, but the important thing is that I've come to fix the paradox, to close the loop in time, and to do that, I need your help.
Anything, Jack. I'll do anything to make things right.
Good, because we have a lot of work to do.
As Jack explains the plan, Joe's face lights up with hope and determination. Together, they set off on their mission to save the past and the future.
And just walk out? So there you go. I hope you enjoyed those bonus plays. I wanted to release them in the first video, but there just wasn't enough time. I'm gonna be branching out to all kinds of content now, so let me know down in the comments what kind of videos you'd want to see. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.